think a lot of us are on there. There was a time in my life where I wasn't on there, and it was just a time in my life where it just started to get popular, and I really wasn't trying to put my life out there. I'm a person who loves my privacy, and I enjoy my privacy. And pretty much today's age, there's really not any much privacy. So yeah, I am on there, and I do enjoy it, but I use it more to share a message, to inspire, to communicate with people that knew me and grew up with me, and people who don't know me who want to connect. I think it's a great way to connect. Social media. I think there are some amazing platforms out there. There is some amazing information out there. Um, but yeah, social media is a social experiment. They gave us a phone with a camera that records, and they're like, show us your life. But I know that how I get it confused, there's a lot of other people that get it confused. This is not a person's real life. Your life is non-stopping. You get it? Your life is not stopping for social media. Your life is continuing. But on social media, we're showing what we want to show. Some people just show the greatest highlights of their life. The good things that are happening. What they're doing, who they're hanging out with, things of that nature. But I think a lot of us, like myself, I used to think that was people's real life. I used to be like, oh man, like I'm not doing so well. Like how is such and such doing so well? And I think that brings a lot of unhappiness, and it goes back to that old saying where comparison is unhappiness. Like everybody is going through amazing great things in their life. There's people who are going through some things, but you can always look for the good things that are going on in your life. And social media is a way to share that. I share sometimes my low moments because I'm human, and I think that is important for other people to see that. At the same time that I'm so strong, motivated, inspired, and goal getter, there's days I'm not feeling it. And the past few episodes was me just sharing that, where I had low moments. I had moments where it was like I'm human. My life is not all dandy 24/7, and it's not all happiness. But I think that such is life. Like it's a balance of the good things that are happening with the challenges. I don't call them bad things, with the challenges that are happening. And I believe that's what true love is. Love is challenge and support. And social media is not something to be taken so seriously. Like I think that a lot of us run businesses on there. I run a business on there. I also do my podcasting on there. But I don't take social media seriously. I love the funny stuff. I love, sometimes the information I find on there, but I know there's a lot of misinformation on there also, and I think that a lot of us are not aware of the misinformation on there. I think that a lot of us just hear things and we repeat them. And I've learned through life that the little sayings that you say between friends in the group that you hang out with, like memes you share, like times are not good, and then you repeat this because you heard somebody else repeat it, this creates your reality. So you have to be very much aware of your social media and who you follow and what you're listening to, because it creates your reality. I was somebody that was not aware of that, and I was listening to a whole bunch of people and watching a whole bunch of things that didn't really sit well with me. And sometimes I take a break from social media because of that, because I just feel like this overload of information, and I don't think that it's true. I don't think a lot of the things that they say on social media are true. I think a lot of them are opinions, and everybody's entitled to an opinion. But social media has helped me discover a lot of other things. There's something called an algorithm on your social media. And my algorithm for a long time was just all these women, fast cars, mansions, and a lot of stuff that just gave me these dopamine hits back to back, back to back, back to back. So I decided to reset my social media, and I started to follow things that inspired me. Sometimes it's some girls, sometimes it's some cars, sometimes there's entrepreneurs on there. But if you look on your For You page, whatever's on your For You page is where your mindset is at. If you go on there and there's a bunch of women on there with big butts, this is what you've been watching and paying attention to this whole time. This is where your mindset is. So there is no way you're going to get over that hump, because this is all you're focused on. Use social media, my advice. Use social media as a tool to feed yourself. I'm on there and I got philosophy, I got a little bit of gossip, I got a little bit of funny, I got a little bit of news, and I ain't talking about CNN or any of those places. None of the public news, nothing against them, just none of that good information that they got out there. But I got a little bit of news, I got a little bit of style, a little bit of sports, it's diverse, but it's helped me get on there and not be on there. I think a lot of us also get stuck in this hours and hours of swiping and swiping and swiping. And I'm one that's been through that too myself, where I'm on there and I'm just swiping, and it's been 4 hours, and I'm like, man, I'm still on here. And that is not healthy at all, because your brain is like thinking that this is a reality, and you've gone through so many pages, and you're like, it feels like the whole world is having a party and everybody's a millionaire except for you. That is not reality, man. It hurts my heart to hear kids or people who done kill themselves because they feel like their life is not where it is or needs to be because they don't have anything to post on social media. Social media is a perception tool. Social media is a perception tool. What that means is that I can show you what I want you to see and what I want you to think is going on in my life, not the reality of my life. And I think a lot of people don't understand this and take this for face card. All this gossip, all this other stuff that's going on social media, they are fighting for your attention. It is very important to be aware that there are people fighting for your attention and your perception. What is your perception? How you see the world. What you believe is really going on. Who you think really is in power. Who is good? Who is bad? There's something always going on to twist you in this way and that way. Always maintain a focus on what's within, because that's the best guide that you'll ever have. So me, social media is an amazing tool. I love that it was created. I use it for good. You can use it for whatever you want, but I use it for just, to educate myself, to entertain myself at times. But I'm also separate from it. My real life is my real life. What's on there is what I allow on there. It's not what, everybody wants me to post. My life is not on social media. You may see a lot of me because I'm consistent with the posting, but social media is not my life. Social media is not what you think reality is. Social media is a perception tool. They are showing you what they want you to see. These people are not showing you when they lose $100 million and they feel like killing themselves and all this other stuff. And I'm not wishing that on anybody, but this is a reality of life. Everything is a balance. There's up, there's down. And you have to